Consistency is not easy. Consistency is the one thing that, yes, everyone preaches about, but nobody, I feel, gives actionable tips, tricks, or plans for creators to utilize to actually remain consistent on the platform. So that is what we will be discussing on today's episode. How we can remain consistent on this platform without exhausting ourselves. Now, something that is very important when it comes to consistency is understanding that there will be times where you will not be consistent on YouTube. Just point blank, period. It's going to happen, right? YouTube, unlike other social media platforms, right? Because remember, I keep trying to get you guys to really get in the mindset of that. YouTube is still a social media platform. I know we are kind of in this mindset all the time that like YouTube is a media platform. It's a place where people post their media, but no. This is a social media platform, which means there is a social aspect. There is a community aspect. You literally get the community tab, which if you even think about the way YouTube uses the community tab as a reward, I feel like that should tell you something about how YouTube values the community aspect of their social networking platform, because that's what it is. It's a social media platform. It's a social platform. It's a social networking platform. How many people have you seen literally meet each other in the comments of their YouTubes and literally link up, start making videos? Next thing you know, they're in business together or whatever may have you, right? But so consistency. Here's my thing. You all know that I work in the space of managing, branding, PR, all of that, right? I work in that space. So a lot of the times I am doing what I'm about to explain to you all for other people. And as I've explained to you all before, I'm now just beginning to start implementing my own expertise to my own content in my own channel. But what brings me the most joy is sharing that information with you all. I would say the first step to consistency on this platform is creating a backlog of content before you even begin. A lot of people begin YouTube before they actually record and fully edit. I'm talking about this is the final edit. This is the version you're going to put up on YouTube. A lot of people start their YouTube channel without having even filmed and completely edited their first video. I feel that if you're very brand new to YouTube, you should film, okay, and fully edit your first 5 videos before you even create your channel. And if you are someone who has now already created a channel and say you're already on YouTube, you have a bit of a backlog of content up, but you're not consistent at it. You know, you're not posting every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every Tuesday, Thursday. You might have had a schedule, but you're falling off it. Here's what I think can be extremely helpful. One, if you have access to the community tab, don't forget to use it. Post in that community tab. I know it seems like people aren't always checking for the community tab because people don't always engage with the community tab, but trust me, your subscribers are seeing it. 7 times out of 10, they'll get the notification, and at least 1 to 2 people are going to click on whatever you share in your community tab. A way that I love to utilize my community tab is I like to constantly be sharing my backlog of content. If you go on my channel, I have a ton of videos. I have a lot of videos that have over 10,000 views. I have a lot of videos that have over 5,000 views. They have over 3,000 views. My personal, goal to myself, I have a specific number, but the one I will share with you all publicly is that I would like to get all of my videos that I currently have uploaded to at least 1,000 views, right? And a way that I have to do that is promote my videos, but not just posting them on other platforms. That's cool. That's one thing. But you think about it. Anytime you gain a new subscriber, that subscriber doesn't know anything outside of whatever video it was that they watched of yours that made them subscribe. So they have no idea about your backlog. They may, we hope, right? You're using your end cards. So hopefully they're watching your video all the way to the end and they're clicking on whatever the next suggested video is for them. And hopefully they start to go down the rabbit hole that is your channel. But if a subscriber is not doing that, if they just watched one video of yours and they decided, oh, I just really, like this person's content and I just want to continue to engage with their content, and they just hit subscribe and they visit your channel every now and then, you need to be using your community tab as a way to remain consistent. I think people think that consistency, especially on YouTube, means I have to constantly be in the algorithm. I have to constantly be uploading. I don't believe that's true. I understand what the analytics show at times, but I'm someone who believes in the power and the law of assumption. You'll always get thrown into the algorithm at some point. You will. At some point, the algorithm will pick you up. If you continue to make content, at some point, right, a video will get picked up again. If it's happened before, right? Like, I've had videos get picked up by the algorithm. It's happened before, it'll happen again. And it has. So don't put all this pressure on yourself to be constantly uploading content. Actually, if you look at some of the largest platforms on YouTube, a lot of them don't even post that frequently, and they never did. Like, unless they're like a challenge, like those kind of those are like different channels. But like, let's think more like lifestyle vloggers, or let's think like very highly produced content. People like that don't produce content super often. Someone I love is Khadija Mbawi. She makes commentary content. She doesn't post super often. You get a video from our good sis maybe every 2 to 4 weeks. So in a month time, she may have only produced 2 videos, maybe 3 if we're like lucky and she really wants to feed the world. But most of the time, they're giving us 2 videos. So always go quality over quantity, and that'll also help you remain consistent. Because one thing about YouTube is it's one of the platforms where I think it's much easier to train your audience. Right? It's very easy to train your audience, I believe, on YouTube. So if you start to have a mindset of, I'm just going to train my audience, becoming consistent gets easier for you. So to recap some things I've said, if you haven't started your YouTube channel yet, something you need to do before you even start a YouTube channel is to have your first 5 videos recorded and fully edited, ready to go post everything, right? Next, if you're somebody who already has a YouTube channel, but you're just like, I'm not being consistent. I feel like I get the ball rolling. I'm pumping videos out, and then I have like a month or 2 where I'm just like lacking. If you feel that is you, do not pressure yourself to just pump out more content for the sake of being thrown into the algorithm, because you will always get thrown back into the algorithm. It's just, it's just what will happen. So walk in that knowing and understanding, and utilize your community tab more. Remind people of your backlog of videos. Every single subscriber on your channel hasn't seen every video you've ever made. They haven't. They absolutely haven't. Like, once you get past having 5 YouTube videos and having 5 subscribers, everyone hasn't seen all your videos. So don't feel bad for constantly reminding your audience of previous videos. Don't feel bad about it at all. Now, this is the part of the video where I announced that Shanice Patterson has won my Nespresso giveaway. She has won a Nespresso Virtuo machine, plus an accessory, and of some free sleeves. So, Shanice Patterson, if you're listening, comment down below, say, I won, and I will be contacting you for your information so I can get you your Nespresso. Congratulations. And thank you to everyone who participated in this giveaway. I'm someone who always wants to make giveaways simple. I don't want you to have to follow, post, repost, boop, bop, give me your hair follicles. Like, it don't need to be all of that. All you gotta do is subscribe. All you gotta do is like a video. And all you gotta do is follow the rules that I post on my community tab. This is why I also tell people to engage with my community tab a lot, because I be posting there and I be giving things away and people be winning and they be getting their prizes. But You wouldn't know if you don't engage my community tab. So when you get a notification, ding, that tells you I have posted on my community tab, you might want to read that post. And you also might want to read to the end, because shout out to those of y'all who read my longer community posts and like peep the giveaway sentence and be like, oh, boop, and just do the one little subtle thing in your comment that lets me know you actually read it to the end. And shout out to y'all for getting y'all prizes. I love doing that. So those are my tips and tricks on how to remain consistent on the platform. These are things that I do. Really don't put pressure on yourself. You know, Black creators, here's our thing. I also think, quick little tangent, I also think the reason why Black creators maybe feel like they deal with inconsistency of content on YouTube more than non-Black creators is because I think there's this knowing, right, in the back of our minds that whatever we're going to upload, especially if it's like a concept that we're working on, it's a theme, it's a series, we probably feel in the back of our minds, as soon as I put the first, video out of this thing, or the first two, whatever, somebody else non-Black is going to come along and do. Don't think of it like that. Don't put that energy out there. Don't think about that. Just make your content. Just make your content. Because as I'm always saying as well, y'all, there are people on this platform with only 5,000 subscribers making tens of thousands of dollars. And there are people on this platform who have 1 million subscribers who are not even getting a $100 brand deal. Right? So stop. I always say this. Stop focusing on your subs. Focus on your watch time. Focus on your watch time retention. Like, make sure people are watching your videos for a long amount of time, and just build a community with your subscribers. If you build a community, you're golden. You're golden. No matter how many subs you have, you're golden, because as long as you have a solid community, they will support what you do. That community doesn't need to be 10 million deep. It could just be 1,000 people who really rock with you. Trust me. Trust me. Don't put pressure on yourself. Plan and prepare to have a backlog of content, and you will be consistent. But also, consistency isn't just about always being frequent in upload. It's just about remaining present on the platform. As long as you remain present, you are consistent.